got home, had time to change, finish my coffee, sit in the office, get a couple loads for some drivers, and then similar one that I just came back and dropped off this morning, but this time it picks up at the same location, FedEx, and it delivers to Yakima, Washington instead of Moses Lake. So 200 miles, loaded miles. So I bid on that one, and they're asking, well, you guys did a great job on yesterday's. How come it's more expensive today? And I'm like, well, because yesterday's load was only 100 miles, and we charged $400 for it. Today it's 210, maybe 200, whatever, 200 miles, and we're only charging $100 more. So after they thought about it for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, they said book it. So I'm on my way to pick up. Weather's looking beautiful. On the way back, I was driving through all kinds of, basically the right lane was good, left lane was all frosty as can be. So frost, fog, all that kind of good stuff is out and about now. So I got to do a video for you guys, and I want to put them in. I've had them for years. I just never installed them. Some yellow fog lights, like yellow LED fog lights, and they'll go really good in my front grill area. Not inside the grill, but the actual whatever that chrome piece is, what you want to call it, the deer guard, but it's not going to guard any kind of deer. Just for looks is what I think that is, or pushing another vehicle forward. So I gotta put that on, and especially right now in the fall, that works out great. Those of you guys who do not have yellow, I know a lot of people upgrade their lighting on their vans, but you got to make sure that you have something good in yellow for the fog. It works really good for fog as well as snow too, because if you upgrade it and put in, I'm having an issue with it, I don't like it, that my LED lights are shooting like up in the air a lot, and when you're dealing with bad weather like snow, you're dealing with having those flakes. It shoots up in the sky, and it's great when the weather's good, but when you're dealing with snow and big flakes are coming down, you get super tired because it's just constant, like, right in your eyes. It's not good. LED lights are, especially when you're doing an upgrade like that, they're not great, not at all for the Sprinter vans. They're just not. They shoot like all over the place instead of a beam down. So I don't know, maybe there's another light. I'm going to do some more research. There was a person on YouTube who was showing his lights, and they're basically designing it on a vehicle-to-vehicle basis. It's not just a regular one. They make a plug to work for your van or vehicle, and that's it. This guy was making specifically, he's out on YouTube. I just got to dig him up and find him where he's at. And they make specific lighting specifically for every single vehicle because of how the glare goes, and to avoid that whole shooting up in the air and blinding people and everything. So once I find them, they're probably triple the price of like Amazon lights, but they're going to be good. And I don't want to be blinding people. At the same time, I don't want to be dealing with, looking at snow up in the air like that and having to get tired and be blinded pretty much. You're pretty much blinding yourself at that point. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's go enjoy this beautiful weather and pick that next engine up. It goes to Cummins in Yakima. Look at this plane coming down right by the trees. Watch, watch, watch. Boom. Southwest right there. Up in the sky. Here again, same exact area as yesterday, except for this time I can actually back in because there's nobody in this roll-up door. Basically, this is like one of our FedEx terminals. It's the airport terminal for FedEx. Everything, we've got a few other main ones throughout town just for ground freight and stuff, but this is just stuff that comes straight from, straight from the airline. So this is what we're... Nice to have a backup camera. If you guys don't have one, you could always do an alternative one like this. You know, get one of these kind or another kind that's like this. Had to wait in line a little bit, but door 3 is where I'm at. That's where they told me to go, and I'm like, well, I'm already there, peeps. I already know the drill. Not my first rodeo here. So they said today it's not in a crate. It's just in a plastic bag, supposedly. Don't matter to me. We'll get loaded either way. They're paying money, so we'll get it delivered.
I have to make it a little.
Oh, yeah, okay, no problem.
Do we need to go in all the way or
No, you could do
how about now?
probably right there. That's good.
The engine is kind of heavy, so.
You know, you could push it
A little more?
a little more, yeah.
So let me see if I can. I think that's far.
That's okay. If that's what it is, then that's what it is.
Tire will be okay with the weight wise, everything.
Yeah. I did one yesterday. I think it was probably the same.
So I can go a little more.
You can go more. I have stuff that can get it out if
How about
anything.
now?
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome.
Now let me find out how can I get out. That's my next one.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Gonna be a little different strapping it today. I'm gonna go crisscross on the frame. Like that. One way, another one will come this way. And then I'm gonna throw one over the top just in case as well. With one like one of these straps. Just to be safe. You know, it takes me an extra little bit, but hey, if it saves this thing from tipping over or any other, you know, God forbid issues in the road where you have to swerve or brake hard or really, you know, anything like that, then we can safely say I did everything I could, you know, to save everything I'm carrying. Otherwise, if you're just doing it kind of halfway or whatever, halfway is not going to save you guys. So see, we got one right there. We got one here, and then we're also going to do one more from this side, the back of here, and then it'll be coming back to the front of it. So I want to make sure we're at 100% secure. This is why I love E-Track and dealing with E-Tracks, because whatever you're carrying 99% of the time, you can secure it really well. Bam, that's it. Now this is picture worthy for the broker, and everybody's going to be happy in dispatch. Everyone's going to be happy. So bam, like that. Cha-ching. Now we're on the way to Yakima. Would be kind of cool to show you guys our airport area and, you know, how it looks like from up above. It's a mellow area. We're a small town, Spokane. I mean, I don't know what the population here is. Around the surroundings within, like, you know, 30, 40 miles. I'm guessing maybe we're like 600, maybe 800,000 people. I'm not sure. You know, it's growing. Every year it's growing. So it'd be kind of cool to show you guys. But problem is, if you're looking to get a drone and you want to get a drone and you guys are living in a big city, big town, there's restrictions. You can't fly them like downtown over buildings, around buildings. Definitely no airports. Definitely nowhere where a helicopter or anything like that could land by a hospital. Restrictions on that. So big time restrictions all over the place, which is, you know, good for safety. Sucks for viewers, but what are you going to do? You know, if they allowed all that for everybody, then we'd probably have more air traffic than ground traffic from people. Let's punch this address in the GPS. I haven't done it yet. Just got it strapped in, crawled in here, and about to throw it in there and see how long it's going to take us to get to Yakima. My guess is 3.5 hours. You guys can write it in the comments yourself. Spokane to Yakima, let me know. If you guys look at the rate of diesel, $4.65 here in Airway Heights, and in town in Spokane, it's still over $5, like $5.39, $5.19, $5.29. I'm not sure what the difference is over here. I know that some of these are like Indian owned, and maybe they have tax breaks, so maybe that's why some of them are cheaper. But this is why a lot of the freight is cheap right now, because the fuel is dropping big time, and it's especially gotten way lower in the Midwest and all over the whole southern states. All the southern states, fuel is cheaper, so right now the rates are dropping as well with the fuel. It's not like, you know, we were expecting the rates to stay the same rate per mile, and the fuel to just drop and we'll be, you know, in the same boat. No, guys, the rate comes down with the fuel price. $5.73 at the Loves. Can you guys believe that? That's $1 more, just 50 miles away than what I filled up for. Incredible. So I put in 22 gallons, so I saved myself $22.
My thoughts have never been clearer. I see what you're doing to me now. They lie, they steal, they fooled us. Deep down I probably knew this. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one's perfect. Platinum seems so shallow, 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 shallow. But you wonders. Go build a better tomorrow. For you, I'd make it a rainbow. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is strong.
I don't know what it is. Must be some kind of joke, or I don't know who the customer is on these on this load. Second time in a row, second day in a row. But gates closed, and I googled the place. It says they were open only until 4 p.m. And same thing happened yesterday. Yesterday's place was open until 6. I got there at like 6:30. So it was 30 minutes after closing. Today I got here at 4:15. They all knew my ETA. As soon as I left, they asked for it. I told them the ETA. I met the ETA. And apparently today I was 15 minutes after closing. This is insane. Who works only till 4 p.m.? And even 15 minutes after that, everything's locked up already. It's like nobody's ever even been here. I don't know what time these guys close the gates, but ridiculous. Seriously. Yakima, Yakima, Washington. What do you do here? Go to sleep early? I don't know. Basically, try to see if there's some kind of a contact on here on the paperwork. This is what I always, when drivers arrive and they can't find somebody having an issue unloading, I always told them to look through the paperwork, packing slips, anything that's on the freight itself. And yeah, I'm gonna go dig through that, see if I can find something. I highly doubt that anybody's gonna come out here and help me out, even if they could. But yeah, see, 1905 address is right. Everything's the way it needs to be. I'm gonna look through the. Well, brokers, attempts and everything else as far as getting me unloaded did not go as planned as what they thought it would be. They gave me 2 phone numbers. One was to Memphis, another one to some other dealership, I don't know where. When I reached somebody, they said we don't know nothing. So Memphis number was a no-go. The other one was a dealership that is just, you know, you got to know an extension of where to call, what to do. So I tried some, didn't get anywhere. Anyway, classic parking. Guess where? Walmart. So I parked, went and got fuel, filled up, topped off. That way I'm ready to roll home tomorrow, or really anywhere else if I, you know, if there is something, picking up somewhere else tomorrow, early morning or whatever. Right after my delivery, then yeah, I'll go grab it. I'll be already topped off, like I was talking about, you know, in another video. But had my dinner, had some Walmart chicken. Dinner is done, and now I'm ready to, you know, lay down, kick my feet up, maybe watch something, and go to bed. It's already 8 o'clock. That's just how van life is, you know, when you're. Today I woke up at 6:45 6:45 because I had my other delivery, same one like what this one is today. So I did that one, and then, you know, the day is still going, and I have really no problem staying in the, we're being guarded by security. The flashing lights right there, that security keeps, you know, circling around, so safe place to park, unless, you know, he tries to kick me out of here. I don't know why he would, but there's no signs anywhere where it says you can't park here or can't spend the night or anything else like that. If he does kick me out, then I'll go right across the street over there. There's semi trucks parked over there, right across from here, like literally. There's semi trucks parked right there. So those guys, those guys are spending the night out there. Worst case scenario, I'll just go park right there and just sleep right across the street from here, but shouldn't be touched. So good night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be like that, blink of an eye for you guys, and for me it'll be 10 hours from now. To come back on site and sleep here because Walmart people kicked me out, so I just slept by the gate. Now a gentleman is here. He's gonna unload me in 10 minutes, so probably a few minutes earlier than I expected. Just get everything unstrapped and ready to go. Well, that was nice. I slept by the gate. And then I kept waking up a million times thinking maybe I missed my alarm, maybe what time is it, and it was still dark outside. The whole time it was dark, so finally woke up at like 6:20 and I noticed the gate is open. So I'm like, okay, gate's open, maybe somebody's here then, or at least I'll go just park, get out of the way and just go park in the shipping area, receiving area. So I went around. As I was going around the building, the gentleman came out the door, front door, and here it is. The company is right there, Cummins, on the left. And the gentleman was coming out the door, and I'm like, hey, are you guys open at 7 or a little earlier? So he told me at 7, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go wait for somebody in your area. And he says, I'll come and unload you. Give me 10 minutes. So I got unloaded 20 minutes earlier. 20 minutes before opening. Kind of nice. Now I get to be back 20 minutes earlier. Time's money, guys. Time is always money. 194 miles to my home from here. And this arrival time is always not correct on this GPS. I don't know how to fix it. Maybe I gotta dig around in the settings and figure it out. For some reason, it's probably calculating some other speed limit instead of what it is actually. So I don't know. ETA is always off on that one, big time off. But it's, you know, you could, with this thing, if you're going cross country, I'm sure you can have a half a day of sleep. Probably like 12 hours, you know, as an extra. I don't know what it calculates. It either calculates fill-ups or sleep or food or I don't know what else, but it does something. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and God bless you. We'll see each other next time on the next load. And hopefully it'll be without layovers, because I just had 2 layovers in a row.